Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelt, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy and epically cool and amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, hashtag one on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Brayden Morrison. Welcome to the show, Brayden. Let's talk about your racing career. Where did it all start for you, Brayden?
Back in 2016 when I started quarter midgets and then just worked on up to slingshots.
So, what was it like for you to climb into a quarter midget for the first time?
I don't know. It just felt weird trying to like figure out like the lines and stuff, and like trying to figure out the setups for the car.
Did you have success right out of the gate when you first got in a quarter midget, or did it take a little while?
It took a little bit to like start like getting used to the feel of everything.
Okay, so Brayden, when it comes to your racing career now, okay, how much success have you had as a race car driver?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I like once I moved up to slingshots, that's when I started winning a lot. But quarter midgets, it was like up and down with success.
Okay, okay. So Brayden, what is the story behind your race car number? Where did that come
Uh, my favorite driver in NASCAR, yeah, Martin Truex.
from? Okay, very cool. Have you ever met Martin Truex?
No.
No, okay. So Brayden, with your racing career, what is your 5 year plan with racing?
Uh, going down to Daytona and racing with in the quarter midget series.
Okay. So what is your 10 year plan with racing? What do you want to do in 10 years?
Uh, Probably go up to a crate modified
Okay, okay. You gonna race that on dirt or pavement?
dirt.
Dirt, okay. So Brayden, with your racing career, who else work on your race cars?
My pop up and my dad.
Brayden, you back?
Yeah,
Okay. So your pop and your dad helps work on your race cars?
yeah. They're the main people who work on the cars.
Okay. So Brayden, who do you have for sponsors on your racing team?
Angela's Pizza, Redline Motorcycles, Doyle and Sons Excavating, Martucci's Flashback Diner, and Bear Tire and Auto.
Are you still looking for sponsors for your racing team, Brayden?
Yep.
Okay, if there's going to be anybody going to be out here watching this racing show with me and Brayden Morrison, and you would like to help Brayden out with his racing career, feel free to reach out to Brayden and his racing team because it appreciates the sponsorship as Brayden gets further in his racing career. Yo, Brayden.
Yep.
Yo, Brayden.
Hello. All right. Yeah, it's freezing for me.
Yo, Brayden.
Yeah.
he should be Brayden, you back?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Hold on a second here. You back now, Brayden?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Brayden.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back. Okay. So Brayden, your dad and your pop work on your race car, and you got some sponsors, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
I did announce that you guys are still looking for sponsors. So Brayden, you said you were talking about your 5-year and 10-year plan with the racing. So Brayden, what is your home racetrack?
My home racetrack is Bridgeport.
Okay. How big is Bridgeport for you?
Quarter mile.
Quarter mile. What is your favorite track to race on?
My favorite track has to be Middleford.
Okay. And why is that your favorite racetrack?
Just because you can like stay wide open the whole time.
Okay. So Brayden, with your racing career, when you're at the racetrack and you're strapped into your race car, what helps get you psyched up and motivated to go out on that racetrack?
I don't know, just like the thought of like being able to win and stuff just like keeps me motivated.
Okay. So Brayden, when you're at the racetrack, what is the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
Just like lose like bolts and stuff out of the motor and then just had to get off the track so that way there wasn't a caution.
Okay. So how's your season been going this year for you?
It's been up and down. Like some tracks I just haven't had luck, but it's like at Bridgeport I've had so like top fives and top threes almost all season.
Okay. So Brayden, do you have a racing nickname?
No.
We got to work on getting you one there, Brayden. That's a big goal. That's a big goal. So Brayden, when you're at the racetrack and you're getting hungry, what's your favorite thing to eat at the racetrack?
Chicken fingers and fries.
Okay. So Brayden, when you're away from the racetrack, what's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Martucci's Flashback Diner.
Okay, why is that your favorite restaurant?
Just because it's like owned by my dad's friends, so that's where we mainly go.
Okay. So what do you like to eat there?
I normally get like pancakes and stuff from there.
Okay. So Brayden, when you're at home, what's your favorite home cooked meal?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay, very cool, very cool, very cool. So Brayden, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Cody Williamson, PJ Pazowski, uh, Michael Beckett, and some other people.
Okay. So what do your school friends think of you being a race car driver?
They're like, they really don't care because they do other sports, but it's like they like sometimes want to come but can't.
Okay. So Brayden, what do you like to do for fun away from the racetrack?
Just like play on my simulator and get like more practice.
Okay, okay. So Brayden, so do you have any advice for the kids coming up in the racing world?
Like just keep your head straight and don't get like frustrated, and then just like have smooth line and stuff.
Okay. So Brayden, thank you again for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career, getting to know you a little bit better. So do you have a racing page that the racing fans could follow you on?
Yeah, Brayden Morrison Racing on YouTube, and then Brayden J Morrison Racing on Facebook.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, go hit those pages there. So Brayden, I'm going to turn the mic over to you now. You can ask me a few questions if you want.
All right. What was your like favorite time at a racetrack?
My favorite time at the racetrack had to been 1999 Knoxville Nationals. That was the time I got to meet Stevie Smith, Lance Blevins. I also had a chance to talk to Jack Hauenstein for a little bit. But then I also got to get to talk to Shane Stewart back then when he was driving the number 9 RC Cola car back then. But then, like I said, that whole time there, and then being down there for the final night was pretty crazy. It was really, really crazy for the final night competition, because the final night, it's what everybody's there for, is the final night. It's the big money night. It's, you get tickets for that final night, and you're around all these people. And the final night, I happened to be walking through the pit area after the races, and that was the night that Mark Kinzer had picked up, I want to say, his second Knoxville Nationals, and was walking through the pit area after the races and just waiting in line to talk to him. Well, this guy come up to me and he says, "Hey," he says, "who you here looking for?" I said, "Well, I'm looking for Mark Kinzer." He says, "Well, he's up in the press booth doing all of his interviews and stuff like that. Can I help you?" And I said, "Well, I'd just like to talk to Mark." He's like, "Well, could I sign an autograph for him?" Lo and behold, it was his dad, Carl Kinzer, which was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to sit and talk to Carl Kinzer, and being around somebody with that much knowledge of an outlaw sprint car. That was pretty cool. And then I also got to talk to Dave Blaney down there. Like I said, it was pretty cool. And then Randy Hannigan was there. And just being around that whole environment was pretty cool. And the final night of competition, I have this story to tell you, Brayden. The final night of competition, we were down there. We happened to be getting our tickets for the final night because we got our tickets the day before, which was last minute, but it was whatever. So we happened to get our tickets for the final night the day before. While we were there at the ticket booth getting our tickets for the final night, the ticket lady says to us, she says, "Well, you just missed a huge celebrity." And we're like, "Who's that?" And she's like, "Well, you guys are big race fans, right?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, about 20 minutes ago, Richard Petty was here." And I was like, "Excuse me?" Whoa. And I'm like, "Can I get a chance to meet him?" They're like, "Well, he's already up in the press box." And I was like, "Oh man, that was just like my one chance at fame." And
yeah.
Do you have any more questions for me, Brayden?
No, that was almost it. That's basically it.
Okay. Brayden, thank you again for being on the racing show tonight with me. Sorry about the technical glitches. We'll figure this out as far as we'll fix it. We'll fix it. But thank you again, Brayden. I will call you in a little bit to thank you in person for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. I will let you step out and I will call you in person and I'll talk to your dad too also.
right.
Definitely thank you.
Yep.
Definitely, like I said, I'll call you in just a little bit. So I'll let you step out now. Okay, Brayden, thank you.
All right.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Brayden Morrison, driver of a slingshot, number 19 out in Pennsylvania. Glad to have Brayden on here talking to him about his racing career. Go follow up his YouTube channel and go follow his YouTube channel and go follow his Facebook page also, ladies and gentlemen. But then also, ladies and gentlemen, definitely, if you would like to, racing news wise, I guess, Josh Berry is going to take over for Kevin Harvick next year in the number 4 Stewart Haas Racing Ford. That's going to be pretty interesting to see where that goes. And also, Chase Randall is doing some pretty amazing things in that 2KS sprint car. He finished 3rd on Saturday night down in Knoxville. Congratulations goes out to Chase Randall. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, and then Friday night at Jackson Motorplex, Mark Dobmeyer picked up the feature win on number 13 in the 410 sprint car, followed by Lachlan McHugh and also by Kerry Madsen. But congratulations to all them guys there. Everybody, all the sprint car drivers are getting ready for this prestigious week up at Houston Speedway this weekend, the High Bank Nationals. Good luck to all them drivers there. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for being a part of this racing show with me. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Manning Motorsports and New England Hemophilia Association. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to be a part of the racing show or sponsor my racing show, feel free to email me or at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text me at 712-209-7138. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube.